Once we hit that bell and the podcast start casting, I'm not thinking. I'm on autopilot.
And I'm
everything,
not to challenge
everything
you.
on maximum. But Big Lynch is back. By the way, he took 2 weeks off. I hope you had a great vacation. You look tanned, by the way.
Do I?
Talk to me. Give me some big. Last time you weren't here, Lynch. We literally discussed the fabric of space, time, and the universe.
Yeah.
We surfed it. It was way beyond something that you would ever intellectually be able to.
And now I'm back to bring the hard hitting news.
Give us that big news in the snack game.
This is big. This is. I don't think you're really ready for
all
this.
the kids out there, listen up, listen up. This is the type of shit that's going to get packed in the lunchbox come September. That's right, come September. No, not November. Come September is another thing. We're coming in the lunchbox. Lynch, tell him what you got. Come, Lynch, come.
He's trying to ruin this
isolate that audio.
Story. Yeah, exactly.
Magnifying this huge story. That's how you hype it up, dude. You never watch wrestling. You don't know how to hype stuff up. Listen, this guy's telling me, listen.
No, if you wanted to be hyped, Donnie would have to come downstairs and literally knock you out live on camera. That's how we build.
You think that's Donnie? Donnie's under my desk sucking my baton right now.
Well, with that said, Mars Inc.
Yeah,
Mars
I know. I mean, I know of Mars Inc. I know the bar.
Yeah, Mars.
Well, no,
Corp.
it's not just the bar. They own many.
No,
bars.
I know. It's way more, but it's crazy that the bar is the name, and like the bar is not even the best bar.
And that is. I always think that every time I see it, I'm like, this is the decision you made.
Don't make me.
I don't even think you can get a Mars. I don't even think you can get a Mars in the USA. Can you?
Of course you can.
I think
yeah,
you can. I don't think Mars is common out there. Yeah. Crunchy's not common.
Yeah. I don't know. True. Crunchy is a wild card anyways, because there's no competitor. Who else makes like the sponge cake chocolate bar? There's one. Like Mounds has like
it's not even that good. It's like I'll break my teeth.
Mars kind of goes up against Snickers, and Henry goes up against
catch the wrong Crunchy at the wrong depanneur. It's gonna hit hard.
What Crunchy would do for me is I would probably bite down and it would
suck.
glue onto my filling, and then when I open my mouth, it would
rip
pull
it right
a filling out.
Well, Mars has actually bought Kellanova. Which I didn't realize. I was like, oh, okay.
Don't ever say Kellanova to me like I would know what the fuck that is.
Well, it was a spin-off of Kellogg's. Kellogg's, obviously. So that's like Pringles.
Shit. The laugh made him worse.
Kellanova.
Pop-Tarts.
No, Pringles, Cheez-It, Pop-Tarts, Rice Krispie Treats.
Pop-Tarts, Pringles, I get it.
Nutri-Grain, RX bars. Bars are a weird one to list there, of course.
Even Nutri-Grain, it's like, I don't want to hear about it.
And Mars has got like, Nutri-Grain is that's a very put it in my lunchbox in 1995. Here you go. But
I always thought I didn't want the apple one until I would eat an apple one and be like, holy fuck, it's the best one.
It is pretty fun.
Kellanova is a Kellogg's snack spin-off.
Yeah,
it's the Kellogg's snack line.
Yeah, what I found interesting about this whole thing,
but Kellogg's had a snack line.
Yeah,
they're like, we're gonna come out with this snack line, and we're gonna do all these snacks, and we're gonna put it under a new umbrella. And there was a stand-up board there with a sheet on it, and someone pulled it off, and it said Kellanova there, and they were like, Kellanova. This is the new section of our company where it's going to be all the snacks. And in that room was a bunch of dudes. And this is the craziest part. They're our age. Everything you were thinking about full-grown people. They're just some other 38-year-old dude that's going to whack off after this.
But
this is like Dunder Mifflin-finity.
They actually play golf. They're not cosplaying like you. What was interesting about this story, though, is that it actually confirms some of our discussions that we've been having about this shrinkflation, bigflation, whatever you want to call it,
skimflation.
So they've merged. This is a big deal because Mars has like Snickers, M&Ms, Twix, Dove. Hold
on, Mars and Snickers is the same bitch?
Yeah, of course.
We're listing too many snacks now. Too many fucking snacks.
What happened? What happened is that.
Start over. Lay it to me in a sentence. What the fuck are we talking about?
So, what I learned through this is that that candy, cookies, crackers, and salty snacks are up over 40% in retail price. They have the biggest inflation out there. And this is something we've been talking about because it feels like shit's gotten so expensive. And this is kind of unrelated, but I was like, that, of course, this all makes sense now. And even their chief executive, he jumps on the phone with the analysts when he's reporting about everything. He's like,
cookies are 8% smaller and are 40% more expensive. Since 2019.
No, that's not exactly what it means, but
what's the category unit volumes?
That just means like how much they're like selling.
Dude, this is not okay.
This is
the
beginning
category, of the end.
I thought category. Listen, bro, you look like an operator that's got a secret mission to infiltrate.
Come with me
if
you want to live, is what I'm trying to say.
Live with me if you want to come.
Oh fuck, that's a much better.
I can't believe I said that.
I know why you guys are an hour late.
Listen to this.
We were behind the gas
The
station.
category unit volumes have declined 6 to 8%. I thought that meant the unit volumes actually like the volume of it, not in just like being sold, but like how much is being like. I thought it was like they were 8% less, like smaller. Like the whole unit volume was 6 to 8% less.
I interpreted that as like actual sales, like how much.
Even regardless of that fact, why are cookies 40% more expensive since 2019?
Well, listen, these guys are outing themselves. This is the craziest part. He gets on a phone call, and he's talking about their earnings report, right? And he's like, "Listen, the consumer resilience in the face of price hikes is clear. Like, so they're cool with it. Like, we've been cool with it. We're like, no problem. 40% more, I'm still going to buy that chocolate bar or that chip.
Not really.
So it clearly has huge pricing power. Yeah.
I don't.
It's pushing inflation higher.
But everything I buy.
The headline here, Harley, a headline here, just so you know, chips is increasing inflation. Chips are like, I got to think of a better way to brand it, but like chocolate bars.
Cookies?
Pick one just because it's got to hit hard. But like, inflation, like our inflation problem has been caused by cookies. Cookies literally did this. Like the price of cookies did this.
It doesn't matter what did it. Cookies are up 40%.
That's wild. And
cookies are up 40%. Chocolate bars are up 40%. But I don't pay that. I actually don't buy a chocolate bar unless it's in the king size 2-for-1.
That's
shit.
Another lie. That's
unless
another lie. So you're falling right into it.
You're falling into the Couche-Tard trap.
Yeah, you're falling into the whole. This is their whole packaging. Everything now is in the big format, but it's not really the big format. It's like a reformulated big format.
Right.
How much?
They're tricking you.
How much is a chocolate bar?
Big snack is
no. How much do you pay for one Twix bar?
Do I look like a guy who eats Twix bars?
Choose a chocolate bar. How much do you think a chocolate bar is?
I already went through this. I bought the Star Wars Oreos for the episode I was supposed to do.
A chocolate bar.
Me?
A chocolate bar. If you want to go buy like a chocolate bar that's not on sale, it's going to be $4. It's a $4 chocolate bar, like every chocolate bar. But I think
it's more like $2, $2.50.
$2.50 to $3.
No, if I'm gonna go, I like to get like, when they have a deal, 3 for $3.33.
It's like if you
this chocolate bar,
it's
gonna be a little dusty.
Yeah, it's definitely dusty.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little dusty on the corners, but that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. I'm already mad that I'm having a chocolate bar.
Have you ever seen a Mr. Big? Mr. Big is not very Mr. Big.
That's for sure. You're looking at him.
Yeah. Dude, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like when we were kids, a chocolate bar was 100 grams.
Oh, that I wasn't schooled enough to be looking at I wasn't measuring.
No, because now they're like 50, and now they're kind of down to 48, 47.
No, that's also
and the
been
king
proven
size,
wrong.
The king size is 120 grams now. I feel like when we were kids, the king size was 200 and the regular was 100.
Listen, there's a segment I want to do here where we start weighing food.
Yeah, and
like buying snacks and seeing what's
true.
Because I've seen people
are getting rap name.
What?
Wayne Food.
Wayne Food.
That's sick rap name, eh?
Wayne Foods.
I can see the cover right now.
Oh.
But yeah, like there's someone who did this. They did like they went and like pulled chips out, and it was off by a comical amount. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, there was
to
that guy that was at Costco. He wanted to get like 600 grams of vegetables, and he got him weighted with the bag and everything. It was like 450.
Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah, it was like it's
comical.
comical.
That's the problem. Everyone's making a big deal about what's going on in the other country. We don't have enough houses for everyone, and it costs too much for butter. You got a good butter story for me?
Yeah, of course.
So lay it on me and spread it thin.
Spread it thin. No. This is one of the most
thinner.
Would you rather?
This was interesting to me because I was wondering what they were doing with this, because there's been a couple big heists in the food game. There was this butter one's kind of a mini heist, not even a heist. Someone walked in and stole $800 worth of butter.
This is like Ocean's 4.
Yeah, they're like, oh. But the funny thing about it is that they also had a car waiting for them
for the getaway.
Like they had a getaway car, but they were stealing like $800 worth of butter. But they had a getaway car. It's like you and me were like, it's like a bit we would do on Epic Mealtime almost.
You're thinking like what you're thinking, $800 of butter, you need a getaway bicycle?
I just feel like you gotta walk away, like run away maybe, Well,
I think. No, go ahead, Donnie. You look like you strategically would have the most tactical knowledge on what would take precedence in this scenario.
Right. So if
you're literally dressed like you're about to rob butter.
Yeah, and that's my point, is that if I was gonna rob butter, and the entire haul is $800.
Sick rap name. I'm so sorry. Wayne Food and Rob Butter. Okay,
Rob Butter. I like Rob Butter better actually. But yeah.
If the entire haul is, what'd you say, $800 worth of butter?
Yeah.
You heard him, motherfucker.
They hit 2 stores actually.
So how many people do you want to split that with? You got a driver, you got fuel costs, you got.
That's what I'm saying.
The driver does my brother. You do it for $50. That's fine. The question is, do you want to do another job? If so, you take 200 this time. The next one's gonna be more butter, dude.
I like to think that this is maybe like an Italian family bakery, and they're like seeing the butter prices go up, and they're like, "Fuck it,
hey,
we'll go
Giuseppe,
take the butter."
Did you get the fucking butter? Come on!
I was like,
we got a fucking bakery over here. We gotta make the.
You think it's
like
a rivalry? Like they're like the other bakery stole their butter so they can make cheaper cookies.
Dude, you don't know about the northeastern butter rivalry of Quebec?
Yo, you don't know the Brooklyn Butter Boys?
Yo, the dairy farmers.
Like, are they baking cookies with this butter, or are they selling it out of the back of their Camry?
Yo,
like it's a white
Camry. We know a guy
mm-hmm.
that it's been a minute since anyone heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hit up with very similar things, but a mutual was hit up, and he was like, friend A, let's call him Rob Butter, hit up Wayne Food.
Yeah.
Rob Butter hit up Wayne Food, and he was like, yo, what's up, man? And Wayne Food was like, yo, Rob Butter, it's been a minute. How you doing? He's like, just chilling, bro. How about you? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. What's new? And he's like, I got this meat at my house. It's on the dining room table. Good meat, like hundreds of dollars. You interested? Because Wayne Food is a chef. And Rob Butter somehow came into meat. He came into meat. No, he came into some meat. He got some.
It wasn't even on the table, by the way. It was on his bedspread.
Oh, it was all laid out on his bed, like meat. And so he hits up like a guy who does excellent cooking. Like, bro, you like to cook good shit. I got the best meat right here. And he's like picture of it like
on his bed.
On a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bedspread. With a cum stain from Derek. 1999.
Stealing cattle in Alberta is a big thing. So I kind of understand.
What are you talking about? Stealing cattle?
Oh yeah, that's
a
big deal.
Sick, bro. If he hit him up and was like, "Bro, I got
a
cattle
steer
here." Yeah, that's a whole. That's sick.
I got a whole cow right
that's
here.
That's like I got guys I have to call. But if we're talking like loose meat. I guess we're talking about his that
like a few steaks. What are these butter? How are these butter guys offloading? You think like what?
That's what I'm saying. No, they're using it.
They're making cookies.
No, they filled 2 bags of butter at valued at $300 and fled the store.
And
they look like I think they're just like they got a Uber Eats ghost kitchen and they're gonna be banging out some
Facebook Marketplace. They're like, oh, we made
seafood linguine. Come get it at Facebook Marketplace.
They're like input costs are down. They're like, oh, that's perfect. We're saving lots of cash. Butter is expensive now. I will say.
I know. I'm just saying, if you're gonna fill a bag with something and run, is butter the best like size concentration value?
Butter Bandits, bro.
No, maple syrup, but it's like it's in glass.
It's more valuable.
I feel like is maple syrup heavier than butter? It's a silly question.
Good question.
In its packaging,
No, I think
butter's
coming
naked. Butter's basically wearing food lingerie. It's like a sexy, reflective
like how soft is that butter
suit.
sitting in that Camry? I mean,
sitting in that reflective bodysuit. That butter, you want to peel it off, put it in the top shelf by itself in the fridge.
See, these guys are
have it be separate from everything else. Why has the butter got its own shelf, Lynch?
Are you a butter in the fridge guy or a butter on the counter guy?
I'm a butter in the. I'll tell you what I am in a second.
That's a tough. I'll
tell you what I am. You might not like what I am, but at home, at mommy and daddy, they're butter on the counter.
Big time. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But like if there's no breakfast to like my mom would plan if there's no breakfast tomorrow and it'll move to the fridge. Like that butter's in and out day after day.
So here's how it actually works.
Oh, here we go.
Of course, Donnie's got something to say about this.
Salted butter on the counter.
Bro, you look like you assaulted butter.
Okay.
And then you can
butter.
count her. Sorry,
are you done? Unsalted butter in the fridge.
Why?
Because that's like a baking thing. You're not using that. That's kind of a tool that you go to. But the salted butter is for your food. That's going to be like, you want to be using that. So you keep that out.
Unsalted butter users.
And the salt helps, resist the bacterial growth.
Have you ever taken unsalted butter and put on a piece of toast and then put some salt on top of it?
No, I'll just ride it out with the unsalted at that point.
I never had iced tea and put sugar in it to make it sweeter.
No, but that's
but like if you're desperate, say you're sitting around and you want salt, like this salted butter hits different on that piece of toast. Of course, it's definitely a different experience.
It is, but I'm already like I'm in it with the toast and the butter. I'm like, this is fine.
You just visualize in your mind's eye, you're like, this is salted butter, and you just pretend like you're tasting it that way. Or you just
to be honest, it's rare that I have butter on the bread without jam. So it's
butter on the bread without jam. Butter on the bread without jam.
If I'm toasting that bread and putting butter, like the chances that jam are there are literally 9.5 out of 10.
No. Straight butter on bread is.
Bro, only straight butter, dude. Are you crazy? Us? Come on. This is double dusted discussion.
Straightest
butter. Straightest butter?
Straight salted.
Whoa. The straightest butter.
These butter bandits. I forgot about that song. What a funny song.
Wait,
no, the butter bandits. The butter bandits hold nothing to this chicken wing scammer.
Should they be the butter bandits or the butter brothers?
The butter brothers is so much better.
The butter brothers.
The butter brothers been buttering big time. They're big time butter brothers.
New podcast name.
Yeah. But the chicken wing scam. This one was running during COVID. She managed to get out with $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from a school district.
What the fuck? Does she have a truck?
No. For like a year, she was basically like embezzling money through the school's ordering of chicken wings that never came. There wasn't going to be chicken wings. But I heard, and maybe this is more sports focused. You maybe heard this part, Lynch. But an NFL player said he was going to pay for.
Well, she got 9 years. She got 9 years for this. So she's an older woman, and she had a gambling problem. But she was like skimming. She was in charge of ordering the food, and she's like during COVID, they were still giving meals out to kids even though they weren't in class. And they noticed like a $300,000 discrepancy. I was like, wow, she maybe should have chilled out, like do $50K annually in chicken wings theft.
It's an addiction.
She was.
That's pretty cool. If you were a person and this person related to you culturally on the level that they were like, I'm going to pay money so that you don't have to, because you and I, we've shared a similar journey. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool, right?
I mean, it's not going to work.
No, that's not the point though. That's cool, right? Like if you were in that situation, you'd be like, oh, that's cool. Feel part of something like that. Someone's got your back because
I mean, it's pretty fucked up to steal $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from kids that need food.
For sure. Totally different thing from what I'm saying.
Fuck those kids. I heard
guys,
they misbehaved. They didn't do their homework.
Can we acknowledge that because he felt that they shared a journey, he would pay the 1.5 mil.
So this is like if some bubby stole like $2 million of matzo balls, and you're like, sauce balls. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna cover those 2 million.
It's exactly what I was getting at.
Okay, is that what you mean?
No. Jews would not.
What do you mean?
No, I think like, okay, so this basketball player was like, her and I have been on a similar journey.
It's a football player, but yeah.
I'm gonna cover it. Okay, and I could see that. I could see like Italians. If I were going to be stereotypical, like from the movies and TV shows,
please.
they're looking out. I will. They're looking out. They're looking out,
By all
and making
means.
sure that their boys don't get locked up. They follow the code. Jewish people,
Omerta.
you get caught up doing some money scam, and you didn't even cut me in. What do you want I should do? You got caught. He didn't want to share. Why should I share the prison sentence? Could have cut me in. Maybe he wouldn't have got caught. I was always smarter. But it wouldn't be the same as this. Anyways, that's what I was thinking. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Tell me you agree.
I disagree.
You disagree? Oh, what? You would pay 1.5 for the bubby that stole chicken wings from the children? You would do that because she's Jewish?
Hashem provides.
You would do that because she's Jewish?
Lynch.
I'm not part of the story. You're talking about yourself. You're the celebrity, dude. You're the guy that has to step up.
You wouldn't do that?
No one's coming. No one's going like, "Hey, Big Lynch, can you cover this?"
Hey, Big Lynch.
For this
You saw it happen in this.
Maybe after Big Lynch's Pizza Emporium opens up,
let's say that's what it is. That's what it is, and let's say it's 15,000. You would pay that?
15,000?
No way you would pay that.
Yeah, for a bubby, 15,000.
For a bubby, she stole the chicken wings, gambled away the kids' food. What are you talking about, dude? You pay for this shit? That's crazy.
You're gonna pay for that bubby?
Anyways, bro, you gotta pay for that bubby.
15,000 is very different. Than
You're gonna pay for that.
If we gotta pay for that bubby best love me. She better hug me and rub me.
Bubby
and
better
at the
take
end,
the
she
teeth
best
out.
hug me.
Did you guys
Shout out to Jug Me.
You guys were wrong, by the way.
And strong. Thanks for listening.
That's true. I was we were talking about these McDonald's cups, and I was on my drive back from back home the other day, and I picked up one of these.
You didn't want to say the Canadian province that you were driving through?
Oh, I was in Kelowna.
One of the most beautiful places in the world.
Kelowna.
You didn't want to dox? Like they're
Nah.
gonna come to Saskatchewan looking for you?
And and you said they were
Climax.
plastic, but it's glass.
The Canadian ones are glass. The American ones are plastic.
Okay, I like
Sick.
I went there
Sick. Why?
for you guys. I did this for the podcast.
I wanted to
because
follow
it
it
actually
so bad.
Mail it to me.
cost me a lot of money to do this.
That's such a sweet gift. Mail it to me.
No, this is
You
this
owe
is-
me. I gave you a mirror, bro.
No, this is for that mirror.
I literally gave you a mirror.
I'm so mad at that mirror right now.
You have it
Don't
somewhere
bring up the
stupid,
mirror.
eh?
Don't bring up the mirror.
You have
I
it
hate
somewhere
that mirror.
stupid?
That mirror needs to get out of my face.
You have it somewhere stupid? It's right behind you, isn't it?
No, it's exactly
right behind
It's
me,
exactly
isn't
where
it?
I left it, and I can't wait to get rid of it. In fact,
I
but
don't
this
believe
right here.
that.
You see this?
Yeah, it's a glass. By the
So
way, for everyone listening, he's holding up a glass.
Okay, but it's got
about as
Snoopy and Hello
exciting as
Kitty
it
on it.
sounds.
Okay, this is my only option. I tried it. There's 4 options out there. They have a Grimace one.
How much was that? Did you just spit on it?
I had to buy like a full meal. This is how much it cost me to get this glass.
That's your inner voice every day.
How much do you think it cost me to get this glass? If you were to guess, to get access to
27.
$35.
27.
No, 16.
Oh, that's great.
16, and then
What are we doing?
you-
Bitching about fucking prices. That's great, bro. You got a glass and a
16,
fucking
and you got the food
The
and
glass
the glass?
is $3, and you have to buy a regular size meal. I bought a Big Mac meal, and the Big Mac meal is $13
Dude,
with
this
regular
is
with a regular
exactly
fry,
what
not
I
a large
wanted
a
fry.
to
couple years ago,
Yeah,
McDonald's was if you went and you got a Big Mac or a quarter pounder, you got a Coca Cola glass that was shaped like a Coca Cola bottle,
that's true.
like an old style glass.
Yeah,
And they had them in like green glass and like a yellowish glass and like a clear. It was like really cool. It was so sick, but that $3, like, I mean, yeah, you get McDonald's, you pay $3, fine, but that's the worst cup. That's the worst glass out of all of them. I feel
like they're trying to do the classic, which is the Batman one, which was like
no, but that's a
full-blown-
mug. That was a glass mug.
I know, but they're
And
adding
damn,
sort
those
of
glass
like,
mugs like lasted, eh?
I know,
Hold up
this
a
one
second
is-
now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, were the Batman cups plastic in the US and glass for us? Those were glass for us, right?
They were
they
glass,
had
yeah.
to be glass, yeah.
But now I'm
They
wondering,
had weight
like,
to them.
were
From
they
what-
Yeah.
were they plastic in the USA?
Why was it a mug?
Best
Maybe-
part, it was probably to make that Riddler question mark work on one of them.
Or the
Yeah.
freeze, it was like icy, like you could freeze the mug.
Is that interesting? Why?
Freeze
why
the mug.
What? There's
That's
no
a
mug
sick raw
utility
butter.
at McDonald's. Like a mug is only for A&W when you're
You
getting
don't
root beer.
McDonald's cups, glasses were never for McDonald's.
Yeah.
They
Well,
never
this
gave
has
you the
Hello
beverage.
Kitty and Snoopy on it, so this I don't understand.
And it's bumpy.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, exactly.
I'd rather
and they had no other options available. Grimace was sold out, of course.
I'd rather just Hello Kitty on that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, or give me like Woodstock from Peanuts, just Woodstock.
Yeah, they give us like the Joe Cool.
He's holding up an image. Wait, go back. Let me see Snoopy. Kind of not really chill, eh? Snoopy.
No.
You want like
never really.
You know what's like? You know what's crazy about Snoopy is you came for the Snoopy, but you stayed for Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
But you came for Snoopy. If
Pretty
people
much.
like Charlie Brown, you're like, fucking look at his stupid fucking shirt. He's bald. Right? And before we knew people that were directly affected being bald, we used to think that, didn't we, Lynch? We used to be like, look at this guy, he's bald.
No, I never thought that. I was always
Bro,
bald.
you were the biggest. No, you did,
knew.
because we knew we were so conscious of our own hairlines that we used to look at other people like, oh shit.
Yeah, I knew I was in trouble from a very young age.
You see, but if I were you, I wish you would have just kept growing and you could have taken your hat off right now and had hair down to your ears, parted in the middle.
I'd look so bad. But I might
Dude,
get
I
a
saw
hair
the
unit.
100th episode. Let's get you a parted hair in the middle.
Yeah, I want to get a hair unit. I one
But
down,
parted
yeah. Sure.
in the middle.
I saw the worst fucking thing
Dude,
I've
that
ever
would
seen
eat at the golf
other
course.
day. I
Go
saw
on.
like a dude just
Well,
like
I can't wear visors on the golf course because I don't have hair. But yeah, continue.
this guy had like a comb over that made no sense. I was walking up a staircase and I saw him sitting on a chair. So I saw him like from the back angle, like the worst angle possible. And he had a long, like literally a piece of hair like
Maybe
this.
it's because of what you're wearing, but you sound like a suspect lying about everything right now.
Yeah.
And of course it's because of what I'm wearing.
Okay, wait, sorry, Kissy. You saw this guy.
So I
on the
walked past
staircase
this
and
guy on an unflattering angle, and I see that he has a long fucking piece of hair that's literally like thin like that, and just pulled over the back, twisted, and just like straight down a line. But it was completely bald. So all he was doing was making a stripe on his head in a weird fucking way.
It is, Lynch and I always discussed that we would know when it's time
The
to
guys
rip
are so
the Band-Aid
lost,
off. But I always believed that Lynch still like did it quick. But like maybe that's how it creeps up.
dude. No, I think there's nothing more delusional than a
breaking
guy
point.
who's like losing their hair and they keep holding on and they're kind of like they keep having this internal monologue about it, like internal dialogue about it. And they're just so you see the hair and I can tell you right away. I'm like,
Well, if you have an
damn,
internal dialogue, you better go speak to a psychiatrist.
about your hairline.
Yes.
You know what?
You're
Now
talking
that
to
I
your
think about
hair.
it,
It's like
now-
you're like sitting there and going like, okay, can you just grow back a little bit more? Like on your hair. It's like, bro, I'm moving back. Okay.
Now that I think about it,
now.
if I were bald
Mm-hmm.
and I were out in the game trying to date, I would absolutely get a hairpiece and I would take pictures with it. And I would show up and reveal on the date that it's a hairpiece.
as a bit.
No, just to be honest and upfront, to be like, yeah,
Like, oh,
crazy,
I'm sorry.
huh?
I'd just like pull it off like this.
No, that'd be nuts. I definitely wouldn't do that. Only way I would pull it off is if like we fucked that night and I made her come. You know it,
I
dude.
think there's plenty of girls that don't mind it when it's
They
like,
wouldn't, and they would hate
Here's
the
the-
hairpiece. But if you hit them with this isn't even real, they're like, who are you?
Here are the
Mornstein?
facts. Here are the facts. You can look good with a like I always
I know I
advocate
can.
shave your head. You can look good with a bald head, but just will always look better with a head of hair, and that's just the reality. And unfortunately, you have to either accept that or not. But it's like everyone,
But
like,
dude,
you can
I-
definitely like get away with it.
Pat,
You
my
look
brother-in-law, always looked better bald.
That's it. Well, not just that, but I'm friends with girls that are like looking at guys and they're like, ew, hair. Like, talk to me when you shave it off. Like,
What? Like, yeah, because what they have like 5 strands on their head and they're combing
no,
over.
I'm saying
Like
like
Prince
plenty
William
of girls
style? Like, this
want
guy's-
it.
this
like,
guy's
fucking,
tripping.
Amber Rose was hotter with no hair.
That's different.
You're in your Amber Rose era, Lynch.
yeah. Okay.
That thick booty, boy.
I had something else happen on my way home that was rather concerning to me. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this or have been. I can't even talk to the microphone. Have you guys? I was at the Grill and Chill station, better known as Dairy Queen.
DQ, yeah.
And I got a
or tracking.
I was fucking up. I was like, oh, whatever. I want to fucking. It was hot. I'm like, I'm gonna get myself a nice
Blizzard.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get a small Blizzard though. I'm gonna get a small Score Blizzard. That's what I'm gonna guess. I roll up. I order the small Score Blizzard.
Weren't you just beefing with the crunchy about your teeth?
Yeah, but sometimes
Score will run you the same shit. Bro.
That's okay though. But when it's cut in little pieces in the McFlurry, it's not as bad.
In the dust.
Yeah, a score will go in between your gum and your tooth, whereas a crunchy would dissolve after 4 hours in that location. Score would never.
Well, I ordered this and they said the price at the drive-thru.
And you said no?
No, I was kind of like, what? Okay.
You're like, yeah, small is $12 or something.
$7.99.
Yeah,
for a small Blizzard.
This is because a medium is $8.29.
How the fuck is it $7.99?
You want to hear how fucked
Blizzard?
up I am?
Milk is expensive.
There's no milk in there.
No, there's no milk in that.
It's like some other ingredient that's not.
It's like the margarine.
1 second, Big Lynch. What's that, dear? Speak up, Donnie. What's that?
Okay, so here we go. I'm so fucked up that I like those experiences. When I go to get something that I know is bad for me and it costs a lot of money, I'm like, yes, remember this feeling. Remember that you don't want to spend $8
That's exactly what I did when I saw Blow. I got it. It was so expensive. And I was like, yes, remember this feeling. I got a Blizzard recently.
I thought they were scamming me.
They're so close. A small to medium to large. The price is so close.
Yeah.
That you're better off getting a large and throwing it in the garbage.
Well, there's
that. Who's going to get it? You think the kids are going to get it? They're not.
I don't know, bro. It's not very
She's
cool
the queen.
treat to them.
She's the queen of dairy. Have her make a fucking new one, bro. I don't know that bitch shit. She owes me chocolate chunks though in my chocolate chip cookie dough Blizzard. I like to get a chocolate chip cookie dough Blizzard, and I like to get Reese's peanut butter cups in there also. And what's such a crazy thing is like 2 years ago, because there was a time when I liked getting the chocolate fudge brownie there. That's really good. A couple years ago, I pulled up and I was like, chocolate fudge brownie Blizzard, please. And he gave it to me, and it was brown.
Yeah.
My whole Blizzard was chocolate.
And you're like, that's not how that goes.
And like, I forget, they were like, bro, just bring it back. And I'm like, no. And they're like, why? I'm like, because the guy said he knows the bacon show and I'm stoned. And you think I'm going to go back and be like, hi, I don't like chocolate ice cream. But yeah. And then the second time I was like, yeah, it's not going to be like that. And then I got a regular Blizzard, different Dairy Queen. It was a white Blizzard vanilla. And it had the chocolate fudge brownie in it. All was good. Went to a Dairy Queen, and within the same month, it's the summer, I'm hitting it up like crazy. And that one ended up being a chocolate one. And that time I went back and I was like, bro, what's the deal with this? And he was like, oh, yeah, you got the chocolate fudge brownie. That's a chocolate Blizzard. I'm like, who said that? He's like, that's just one of the chocolate flavors. And I was like, which of these are chocolate flavors? And he was like, oh, this one's a chocolate flavor. He's like, this one's a peanut butter flavor. And I was like, what, like Reese's peanut butter is a peanut butter? He's like, yeah, we add like a peanut butter to it. So the ice cream is peanut buttery. And I was like, when have you guys been doing this? He was like, always. But like, I was in Toronto for a while and now I came back to Quebec and I'm like, is this some Montreal shit? Yeah. But now that's been years since. And now whenever I go, I'm like a vanilla Blizzard, Reese's peanut butter cup. I did want to see the peanut butter mixture though. I'm like, oh, you make the ice cream taste like peanut butter? What do you put in it? You put peanut butter flavoring in it? And he's like, yeah. And he like took this thing and like it was like a ketchup bottle, like squirter, but it was see-through. Yeah. And he had it, and I was like, can you like move? Then this is where can you shift that left and right a little bit? And he like went like this, and it was so loose and runny. I was like, nah, I'm good. It looked like it was just like an oil or something.
Yeah,
that's why.
But I like it. He's holding it up, and I was like, "Can you like move it for me?" And he's wiggling it. I'm like, "Yeah, nah."
Shake that.
That's why I can't get that one.
Shake that shit for me.
That one's too intense. The peanut butter cup one. It's just like
I'm
by
score.
the end, you're just like, oh my god.
I'm score Blizzard every time.
Yeah, score.
No, the problem with but
$8 not
Oreo Blizzard's still the best Blizzard. But I don't get it often anymore because I've gotten it the most. I do like chocolate chip cookie dough these days. The problem with the Reese's peanut butter cups is now they just have like balls of Reese's peanut butter type shit, and it's mixed in with pieces of chocolate that are not Reese's chocolate, because a Reese's chocolate is different. And I noticed, I got the chocolate fudge brownie. They did that with that too. They used to have pieces of brownie in there. Now they have like these chocolate balls that are like cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough style. That's in there. There's skimflation. Forget that. This is like whole ingredient switch up.
Yeah,
but $8, dude, for a fucking small.
I know, bro. This thing is, dude, but all of it,
there's
bro.
no
Inflation,
if the word
everything's
if
expensive.
the word small is written down next to the item you're buying,
it can never be 8 anything.
It has to be four maybe
max four.
$4.99. Yeah, okay, I can consider it. Even then, I'm like, oh, but it's a Blizzard. Okay,
is this
even if you bought a small car, it's candorous gumption.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
But like, come on. $7.99.
Yeah, even if you got a small car.
I thought maybe it was like a localized pricing thing, that I was in an area where it's, there's not as many DQs.
Where they're like, halt, you have entered the province of Saskatchewan. All Blizzards are going to cost 3 times as much as the Blizzards you're used to. Show us your dick.
They do this though.
They do that?
They do
Saskatchewan.
No, like when we had that McDonald's conversation.
I never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Which McDonald's conversation?
We had this. There's people in the comment section, like, they were telling the prices of their McDonald's.
Don't listen
it's
to that,
different.
bro. That guy lied.
No, they're telling the truth.
Ooh.
No, they allow for like locally priced fast food. Not that they get the ingredients locally, it's that they're appealing to the market. So it's like, if it's a more price conscious area,
Harley
may
more
be cheaper. I think a lot of places down in like the South has cheaper fast food.
By the South, you mean like Montreal, or
no,
you mean
like Mississippi, places like that. I think they have cheaper fast food.
I want you to find out
bet
if there's
you
a
do miss
McDonald's.
his hip, eh?
Find out if there's a McDonald's in Climax, Saskatchewan.
Can we get a clean of that, by the way? I said, I bet you do miss his hip, eh? That's pretty chill, no? We don't like that? I'm workshopping a bunch here. You guys are getting gold. You're just used to it.
No, when he said Mississippi, I was like waiting for something.
Yeah. I said miss his hip, eh? Like he misses a man's hip.
I got it.
That's crazy, bro. Like imagine him missing a guy's hip. Like he misses it. Resting your cheek on his hip? Get out of here. This is crazy, dude. Anyways, copper drop.
Copper.
I want to hit you one more thing though, because just some big news in the executive ranks of fast food restaurants right now.
Fuck that! Give me some little news, bro.
Okay, well we'll do a quick.
Tell me what
remember the look. You know
tell
the
me
look
what
guy
Terry
from Chipotle.
ordered.
You know the look guy from Chipotle.
He was the CEO. No,
the CEO did the CEO did the TikTok.
Was he the CEO of Chipotle?
He was, yes. This guy's a legend, by the way. I don't know if you knew this. This guy was been handling business. I think he was at Taco Bell before that. Then he took over Chipotle. And Chipotle, regardless of how bad their PR has been, have been absolutely smashing it in sales. They sell so many chicken bowls, it's out of control. And this guy is spearheading that effort. He just got poached.
What's the glazing of this fucking
the fact that he had the balls to get up there and be like, you just got to give him the look.
Yeah, guys, for those that don't remember that happened, is the guy who was CEO of Chipotle was like, yeah, sometimes if you feel like they didn't give you enough meat, give them the look. Like as if telling the customers to like look at the employee,
frontline employees,
that they're gonna notice. And so then this whole look thing started causing problems. They had to be like, yeah, the look's not a real thing, guys. Stop looking at them like that. And people were like, oh, the look works well if we film them while they're making it and give them the look. And it turned into a weird thing.
We discussed our good options, though. We had good tips if you go back 2 episodes.
Yeah. But this guy, apparently, he could be like, yeah, give him the look. And everyone's like, what the look? What are you talking about? He's like, I don't know, bro. I'm the CEO of Starbucks now. Isn't that crazy? That you bounce like that you're like, oh, yeah, this guy, he was CEO of Starbucks. You're like, shit, CEO of Starbucks?
Yeah.
How'd he get that job? It's like, dude, he was CEO of Taco Bell.
Yeah, he's only gonna get paid like $80 million.
But can we keep going back the chain? Keep going back in the chain. So he was Taco Bell
Follow
before
the
that.
money.
But now
What's his name?
This guy, he's a fucking legend. This guy.
Brian Nickel.
Cohen.
Oof, look at these pictures, bro. He's got such a fucking big, sexy nose.
Power nose.
He's so clean. He's so clean shaven. Look at his hairline, even.
Bro, this guy's. Look at that big, sexy nose. He pulls up to the function on a Saturday night. Didn't even throw in for the baggie. Pulling up with that schnauzer. He's like, can I get just a taste of it? And everyone's like, bro, the guy came. He's the fucking CEO of Chipotle. He never throws it on the baggie. Look how big his nose is.
Well, this guy's killing it because he's I guess we're getting no dollars from Chipotle. No, this guy's killing it because
dollars.
He also at Starbucks they do like a 3 days in office, 2 days out of office type vibe. Like they're trying to get people reintegrated back into work. So he's also following those rules because he's not working out of Seattle, which is the head office for Starbucks, and he's super commuting. So he gets a private jet to go to the office 3 days a week. He lives in California, and he's like, no, I'll just hop on the jet. That's part of the job. 3 days a week in office. He's only 10 years older than us. He's only 10 years older than us. This guy? Yeah, they're paying him something like they're paying like an equity, like because he's leaving a job where he misses out on some of his compensation. They're paying him like $75 million.
No, but this guy, is just he's great in the room. This guy's in the room. He kills it.
Can't touch.
He kills it. And like this is what happened. Went to Miami University.
Oh,
pulls up. He looks like he's 6'5", 6'6", maybe. Pulls up Miami University.
Low key tall guy, you think?
Everything I'm talking about is part of an interactive art experience where everything is made up and it's about a fictional character. The CEO of Chipotle, the character, not the man, because he's not even the guy anymore. But he went to Miami University, big dick and strong arming, palming balls left and right. I'm talking about full court press basketball. But on women, I'm sure. Anyways, this is stupid. He graduated Miami University, Procter & Gamble, Pizza Hut, 1996 to 2011. They had him locked down. They had him for a 15-year contract. Puffy signed him to Pizza Hut on a 15-year deal.
Where's Pizza Hut now?
He was locked in, started shopping around after the whole thing popped up with Puffy and what he was doing. But he.
What are you talking about?
I threw in the Puff Daddy thing. That's fake.
Calling him
that's like the timeline didn't add up there. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah. But no, he moved into restaurants, Yum Brands, Pizza Hut, and then Taco Bell. Taco Bell, 2011 to 2018, being the chief marketing and innovation officer.
Yeah.
You get any job you want after that. You're like, me. Have you heard about the Doritos Locos Taco?
This guy's getting to the back.
Yeah. Before me, they were calling it the crazy Dorito taco.
Not to pocket watch him, but he is getting first year he's making $117 million.
You've been pocket watching and glazing nonstop on
and
this.
And he's getting a one-time targeted $75 million replacement equity grant, which is basically a fancy way of being like, hey, we took you from your other job.
But he's got his salary, his starting
million.
Salary, $1.6 million, and then he gets a $10 million starting bonus.
Jesus Christ.
If I got my starting bonus, I'd be like, I quit.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I'm done. Yeah. No, this guy operates on a different plane than us, man.
Yeah, because this guy's like, if I'm not earning and innovating and fucking marketing, I don't feel like I'm living.
I wonder if he gave the bag to David Dobrik for that Chipotle shit or not. Like, because Chipotle was big in the influencer game. They were handing out serious, like remember those Chipotle cards where you can get like free Chipotle for life?
I was influencing during the Taco Bell era.
That's true.
I got an Xbox that when you turn it on, it makes a Taco Bell bell. It goes boom.
Why are you cosplaying over there with that? What's with your golf clubs over there? What's going on? Yeah. Your room is very confusing. Harley's background, just so everyone knows, his background is very confusing. He's got
first of all, we
Joker,
spoke about
golf clubs,
we spoke
snowboard
about
bag. It looks like a Needler, Mega Man helmet.
What snowboard
bag? A G Fuel fridge.
Right there.
And
right there.
I can never see the same angles as you guys.
Yeah, you can.
And you can. I don't know what the other two posters are, but you're confused, dude. I don't know what's going on.
This sounds like a man who has a very cultured man with broad tastes.
Yeah. At least you put your helmet and your Needler on one side with the G Fuel thing. That makes sense. Now I see it. It all comes together, right? Because you got your sporting side, like you're playing golf and snowboarding on one side of your shoulder. Like
my head's blocking all my toys.
Yeah, that
not all my toys, but a number of them. Look at that right there.
But they're all in boxes.
Yeah, these are toy boxes, but these are toys that I've taken out of the boxes and messed around. But this is all temporary because of the flood.
But when are you going to lay down some red velvet carpet, you think?
No, I'm gonna do a slab of marble all across the basement floor.
That's sick.
White marble.
You can
the next time the water comes, I'm gonna be like
swimming in it.
I'm gonna be like, fill me a cup.
You'd be like, I got a pool.
I'd be like, hey, house, fill me a cup.
You go so viral with a white marble floor, and you were doing laps during the flood. Like that's at least 20 million views.
I could do like 10, like a 8-yard sprint.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way, Harley. When we were talking about coming into the drowned body in the basement, now think about the next guy who has to buy the house. Wouldn't you rather someone have drowned?
About?
What the fuck?
What drowned bodies in his basement?
What the fuck kind of sick shit are you talking about?
It's not Dateline, bro.
You don't dare wear a balaclava in my house and come and No, we were talking about my dead body. If I died in the flood, if I got electrocuted and the police came, my body was just floating by slowly in the basement. But it'd be cool if it was on a white marble floor. I'd have to be wearing a silk robe.
But also, I'm just saying for the next guy who's buying the house, I'd rather if someone died on the marble floor than on like the wood or the carpet.
Yeah.
Carpet's a bad call, I would say.
It's a quick mop job. You don't even do it. You're like, bro, you see that blood stain? That's the mouse. He was dripping that blood. Dripping that blood.
Maybe we should pivot this podcast to more like Dateline 2020 style. Those are all the top podcasts is murder mysteries.
We're never
just
pivoting
don't call
again.
Chris
This podcast
on
is
Harley.
so sick. On gnarly.
Gnarly.
Just don't call Chris Hansen on gnarly. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh damn!
Yo, this is like.
I'm gonna get. Should I get like a white marble looking floor or a black one?
Black is really insane. Like the things like that. I did see an AI image or something that made me want this exact apartment. It was all blue. It was like nighttime. It was like a nighttime mode, like night mode apartment. But it's like a midnight blue. Everything.
Nighttime, nighttime. Yeah. Nighttime. The apartment.
Like a midnight blue marble couch.
You can't. No, I wouldn't let you do that. But you'd be sick every week. Bro.
Yo, a marble couch. Get a marble couch.
You and
a marble couch.
Get a marble couch. No one's got that.
Like a marble couch. You're inside a pool.
That'd be sick, dude. No one's got a marble couch, straight. I'd be like, oh, I got this sick new marble couch. Really comfortable for sleeping.
God knew better than to have the channel pop off Logan Paul level, because I'd have marble couches and people would come over and be like, oh, and they'd be like, not really comfy. And I'm like, dude,
marble.
We're not sitting on the couch.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing fucking. And I'm like, get off the couch. We're lining it up. We're lining up these rails.
You're like farting on the couch and then doing your rails.
You fart on the couch and it's like, blah!
And the whole house is like actually marble.
It's an ancient instrument.
Yeah, and it echoes everywhere. It's the fart house that you built for yourself.
It's the fart kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom. Everything's marble. Marble fridge. Marble cushions.
Motherfucking marble
pantry.
Dude, I've been thinking about your pantry takes a lot. You guys are so stupid.
That's funny. We don't think about yours at all.
That's fine. You don't have to, because I'm looking at I have a reason. I'm looking at lots of houses right now because I'm trying to buy a new house, and every time.
Anyways, bro, keep looking.
Okay, listen, my pantry's gonna be better than yours. Your fake ass pantry.
My pantry's it's just
copper drop. I did want to hit these copper drops because there's some Canadian specific ones here.
Canadian
Kraft Dinner KFC collabo only in Canada. So we had that. Remember we had that Kraft Dinner.
Because we're the Kraft Dinner kings out here.
It seems that way, right?
Well,
we are.
We call it Kraft Dinner. For everyone listening at home, that's Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
In Canada, we call that dinner.
That's dinner.
It's crazy. It's Kraft macaroni and cheese there. Here, it's called dinner. And apparently per capita, we do it like 2.5 times more than the next leading country.
Because
Which, believe it or not, is Uruguay.
It's really hard.
Or was it Paraguay?
To integrate Kraft Dinner mac and cheese into another product. Kraft Dinner mac and cheese is meant to be eaten out of the pot that you made it in. right away. It is not meant to be like concocted in advance and like put into an item that's being assembly lined.
The problem, it could be, but the problem is, like we're talking about craft dinner here, craft dinner mac and cheese. I don't want a fucking stranger making it.
Yeah,
like I need to know who's
like
making my
can you
craft
order
dinner.
like al dente or not? Like, can you just tell them how long you want your noodles?
Yeah,
cooked?
can you be like no milk in it? By the way, just water. I like to do just water.
You know what I
wonder?
wonder? Out of the entire Dante family, how is it that Al's the one who came up with like the perfect way to make pasta? And do you think that anyone else in the Dante clan was like jealous of this and like maybe they want their name like included in the legacy?
Mike Dante was killed in a plane accident, actually a plane crash.
Okay.
Not an accident. I didn't mean to say accident. He was actually targeted by Mossad.
Right.
Like everyone, yeah, of course.
That's it, because like Al built this entire pasta empire, you know, he got it down perfect. He's got his ingredient, like his recipe is on every box of pasta you get. It's the default method.
El Dante is not the default.
So I'm going to cop this KFC
Al
original
Dante
recipe.
is not the Al Dante is like, that's the pro. Because the pro, like Al Dante is like, you got to pull it out when it doesn't feel good in your finger necessarily.
Dante's for sickos.
Let the water do the rest.
Dante's for sickos. That's
you don't do Al Dante at all?
I do Al Dante, but Dante is Dante Al Dante. What's the difference? Dante to me, when I say Dante, what it means to me is like you're eating a hard noodle.
I thought you were talking about Alan Dante Steen.
Oh, Mike Dante. Jimmy Dante?
No, Jimmy Dante has been in prison since way before all this, so it couldn't have been him.
He's the wrong guy.
When you say Mike Dante, you mean Mike the Haunted.
Mike Dante.
Mike Dante.
But in all seriousness,
Dante.
I'm copying KD because it's a multi-product launch here. We're talking. So it's not just they're doing a KFC original recipe for
I don't go to KFC enough to be sick of some of their sandwiches. So I would like, if I'm there, I'm getting their regular sandwich. I'm not copying the KD sandwich.
But would you cop the KD?
I would cop. Yes, I would definitely cop
Where
the
is
KFC
this?
mac and cheese.
It's at KFC?
It's coming to a super.
No, you can buy
it's coming to a grocery store near you. You fucking idiot.
Like, I kind of want this right now.
You know what would be jokes? Would be like a craft dinner restaurant. Like literally craft dinner branded.
Like a Cheez-It restaurant.
Sure.
But what do you get there? Craft dinner only?
So for the most part, that would be like their bread and butter would be like the best version of craft dinner. But then you could kind of do it any way you want. Like they would maybe have different options, you know? Like you could have like
I'd rather go to the cereal
burger.
I'd rather go to the cereal emporium.
What's weird about it is that we've never, like, no one ever made. Did you ever make a craft dinner sandwich?
No,
like I never was like, oh, I got to take my craft dinner and wrap it in a wrap.
Because
put it
you
in
usually don't double
piece
up
of
a
bread.
carb
Like you know,
that.
growing up, you do weird shit, right? Like you would incorporate different foods together. Craft dinner was always its own thing, unless you added tuna.
One time I put craft dinner on a burger and baked that into a craft dinner cake.
Yeah, but that's for views, dude. That's different.
Yeah, it wasn't for the passion.
No, that wasn't just you solo or with Donnie and.
I remember putting chips in like a salami sandwich.
Yeah,
when
chips
I was a
were
kid,
always that.
And
chips
being
had
like,
wide
I
utility.
am a genius.
Yeah, everyone thought that.
I remember putting chips in a sandwich and being like, "This is so sick! I can't believe I'm doing this forever now." Then the next time I had chips in a sandwich, I was like, "I don't think so."
Yeah,
I would put chips and pickles in a salami sandwich.
You'd put fucking pickles in you.
I would.
So you're not
perfect size.
You guys aren't copying the KD mac and cheese chicken sandwich or the KD mac and cheese.
I answered it. You heard
Donnie didn't
my
say
answer?
shit. Donnie had said nothing.
So why you saying you guys, bro? Donnie was late today, bro. I wasn't late today.
I'm entirely too stoned, you guys.
Too stoned.
I'm definitely copying that. I'm gonna I'll try it once.
Okay, what about Oreo Coca Cola collabo? So this
he
is
tries everything once.
An Oreo Coca Cola drink, like zero sugar, so it's good for Harley. Or they have Oreo Coca Cola Oreos.
I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I'm curious enough. Like someone in the subreddit put that Oreo Mayo. Did you see that shit?
That's not real though.
That's fake.
Okay, so I figured because I was like, what is the utility of this? Right. So I saw that. I was like, disgusting, but I would try it.
You on that Amir shit, fucking getting tricked by AI out here, bro?
I saw it. I was like, it makes no sense. The application is nowhere.
You're fired as moderator now.
That sucks when you're that high and you get the Oreo. You're that high, you get the Oreo Mayo meme, but you're not high enough to be like, haha, crazy. You're high enough to be like, what are the potential applications of such? You're like on that Joe Rogan high. Yeah. You're like, but can you use it? I'm just trying to figure out, like, could it actually be used?
I'm on that Huberman.
You're like
6
that high.
a.m. Oreo Mayo in my eyes to wake up.
You're that high where you're like, but what are the actual applications of it? It's like you would bring like Oreo Mayo on the Joe Rogan show and he'd be like, but is there actual applications? And you're like, but I thought everyone was comedians and everyone's high. We're not fucking serious about this shit. But we are serious about the Coca Cola Oreo.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's getting
okay, so they've done some things that are interesting.
By the way, I cop both of these.
No.
And really? I don't expect either of them to be good.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
the drink to me I couldn't do. I feel like it's already too sweet, and you're like, I'm gonna add an Oreo into that. Oreo's
I've never ever liked a Coca Cola modification other than cherry.
But they're doing something interesting about.
I don't like that Coke Galaxy, the Coke universe they had. I don't like vanilla Coke. I don't like any of the Coke in the Freestyle Coke unless it's cherry Coke.
So do you know so what they're doing with the cookie here is like the classic chocolate cookie half has been kicked up with the addition of Coca Cola syrup that goes in the cookie and popping candies to simulate the fizz of carbonated soda.
Ooh.
While the other half is a golden Oreo. That seems weird. And it's just the original white cream. So really all they did was modify the like one vanilla, one golden Oreo and one super modified regular classic chocolate cookie with Coca Cola syrup and popping candies. I think the cookie I'm down, the drink I can't do it.
Why is there so many words there? They took the Oreo cookie
I'm so
and
confused.
they put pop candy in the cream.
No, they put the cookie, the one half of the cookie, the chocolate.
Yeah, there's a red side and a Oreo side. The Oreo side stays Oreo, or they added a Coke syrup to that, and the other one has pop candy.
I think the red side. No, the red side is a. I think what that is a golden Oreo. So no, they got
red side the chocolate, the regular Oreo one. The regular Oreo, like it looks exactly. By the way, Oreo calls these base cakes. They don't even call them cookies. Yeah. They call them base cakes. So one of the base cake, that cake be based, dude. One of the base cakes is the classic chocolate cookie, and it's been kicked up with Coca Cola syrup and popping candies to simulate the fizz, which it definitely will not. Mm-hmm. And the other half is a golden Oreo, so like basically a golden Oreo, the white ones there. It's red though, which is kind of like red velvet's like that. Sometimes red velvet's chocolate.
They give
vanilla.
the makeover. They call it makeover for that.
Yeah, and it's a Coke inspired makeover, and that one has nothing. That's just the regular. That's a red one.
That's just a golden Oreo. Just
convict.
And the cream is the classic cream. So the drink. That's a
the two brands are going to partner on a quote unquote bestie mode line of merchandise available at Forever 21. Cosmetic bag, drinkware, notebook, socks, tote bag, bathmate.
Okay,
this is some Gen Alpha shit right here.
I'll fuck with the tote bag.
Got a question for you guys. Copper drop, bathmate, bro. I'm talking about a penis pump. Pump your junk up before you go out dancing at the nightclub. What are you fucking? When did you not get straight, dude? Thought you liked dancing.
I have one more copper drop.
I got a question. Would you rather? I actually do have one too. Yeah, I have one too.
Sure,
Would you rather?
Hold on.
Copper drop. Not copper drop. You have to do this or you blew this.
Do this or shoe this.
Do this. Do this. You're Jewish. It's a bathmate.
You're a Jew.
Seriously, bathmate. You're going out. You're wearing tight little shorts. Are you bathmate penis pumping and going out, or are you wearing a mock penis underwear packing penis, or like a boxer that holds your shit up? It holds your shit up. It has a different pouch.
Fuck does that have to do with anything? What's going on over there?
It's a podcast, dumbass, bro.
There?
Oh, you know your podcast? Sometimes people talk. You scared, dude? You can't answer the question. Would you rather pump your penis or do you want to put a fake penis in your pants?
So shout out to you guys. That's been a double
drop.
You trying to sign off while you look what God's doing to you right now. God's like, answer the fucking question, pal.
You see what God just did to us, man?
You see what God just did to us, man? God didn't do that. You did it. You're a fucking narcotics agent.
Okay, guys, we got to go. Lynch is going on vacation again.
No.
I am actually.
And so there's going to be no food news. It's just going to be
it's just going to be unhinged rants about penis pumps. That's it.
That's it.
Anyways, we got cowards on the pod. Let us know in the comments if you bathmate or pant stuff. Shout out to you guys. We got Big Lynch holding it down.
Pump it.
He really came here, dude. He was so sick, but he pulled through. We got Donnie out here looking like motherfucking Zero Dark hurting.
Yeah.
He looks hurting.
That's it. Last week I was, so this week I had to go operator.
Anyways, hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. Go to the subreddit, actually. We check it out a lot.
Oreo Mayo.